Hi everyone, it's Teresa with Living Natural Today. And today I'm going to share with you a recipe that's an easy recipe you can make for dinner in the crock pot. I always love the crock pot because those are easy meals to make. So this is an easy gluten-free crock pot lasagna. So I just want to share this quickly with you. So basically I took a pound of ground beef and I've already cooked it here. You got to brown it up, add a little bit of onion and garlic to it to season it up. Then you add tomato sauce and a quarter cup of water to your mixture there, and then you simmer it on low for about 5 minutes. So that's been simmering already. I've got all that done. Then also what I do, I like to do with my lasagna noodles, the gluten-free lasagna noodles, and what I've used, we have this brand here at our local grocery store. So I use that, which is just brown rice noodles. But sometimes I like to heat them up a little bit just so that they're not totally boiled, but they're softer. So it doesn't say that you should do that in the recipe, but you just have to depend on, work out whatever your recipe or whatever noodles you're using. And you can decide if you want to cook them or not ahead of time. So I did all that. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking 2 tablespoons of parsley. And I've already put some of it in. I've taken an egg and put it in there. I've done a cup of mozzarella cheese. And then I've also done a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese. And then you take all of the ricotta cheese, your 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, and mix it in also. So this is a gluten-free recipe, but it's not good if you have dairy sensitivities. So lots of cheese in here. Ricotta cheese is gluten-free. So we're going to take and then mix up this mixture. Also, when you get your ground beef, make sure that you get organic. Grass-fed is even better if you can get organic grass-fed ground beef. And fortunately, our local grocery store here does sell that. In the summertime, I like to go to the farmer's market and get it locally from the farmer. But if you're going to do anything health-wise, make sure your meat is organic. Spend the additional money on your meat, or making sure that that's organic. And then, of course, your vegetables and all that, you can follow the environmental working group, Dirty Dozen and Clean 15, and follow that list so you can decide what you want to buy organic or not. I always recommend organic, but you have to make that decision for yourself. So I've mixed up the cheese mixture. So basically now all it is adding the layers in the crock pot. So we're going to start with go to my recipe to make sure I'm doing this right. We're going to put some of the beef. We're going to start with the beef. And this pan gets heavy, so we're going to put it into the crock pot as the bottom layer. And this crock pot, I have a couple different size crock pots. My medium size is, I don't know, it fills up quite fast. This is a large one, and it's a little too big for it, so you can decide what you're going to do there. So you start and you put the beef mixture into your crock pot here, and then you go and you put let me see. So the beef and then the noodles. So take some of your noodles that I've already cooked up some of them, or cooked them up. So I'm going to lay the noodles on top of the beef mixture. And you might have to cut up your noodles depending on how wide your crock pot is. You might have to break them up. These go across pretty good. And then you take your cheese mixture on top of that and layer on top of that with your cheese mixture. So I'm going to put that in the top over the noodles. Then we just continue to layer. And so then you would put then another layer of the beef mixture on top, and then your noodles, and then your cheese. And then once you get to the top, once you're done layering all of it, then you would add another portion of mozzarella cheese across the top. So what you do then is you just turn this on low and cook it for about 4 hours. And you're going to have a yummy lasagna in the end. So once you put wait and put the added mozzarella cheese about a half an hour before it's finished baking. So that'll be a nice topping for you. So that's about it. It's pretty easy. So that's a great recipe for a quick recipe, gluten-free, and like I said, crock pot lasagna. And you just put it in the crock pot, and then you're good to go 4 hours later. I don't have to rush around getting dinner. We just reach into the crock pot, have a great meal. And we have, of course, there's just my husband and I, so this makes a large quantity. So we can have a couple meals out of it. We can make leftovers for lunch. So it's something nice to have. So just wanted to share that recipe with you. And crock pot, easy crock pot, gluten-free lasagna. Enjoy.